Hi, we're going to talk about the brain, section 1 of the brain. Okay, so we're first going to talk about the meninges, which are 3 layers between the brain and the skull. The first one is the dura mater, right here. Then you have your arachnoid membrane, and then your pia mater, which is the most delicate and most bottom. So again, that's dura mater, arachnoid membrane, and pia mater. Next, you have your falx cerebri, which we can see on this model right here. This is what goes between the cerebrum. Then you have your tentatorum cerebelli, and if you look, it kind of looks like a tent, so it's a good way to know, tentatorum cerebelli. Then you have your falx cerebri, or cerebelli, and it's this structure right here. Again, that's falx cerebelli. Next, on this model, you can see your dural sinus right here. And then, back on this model, we're going to learn the arteries in this section right here. If you look, it kind of looks like a little alien with 2 eyes, a smile, body, and legs. The legs are what we refer to as the vertebral arteries because they come from the vertebral column. Then we have the basilar artery, which makes up the body of the alien. Right here, the little smiley face actually goes down into the skull right here and it makes like a circle, so we call it the circle of Willis. Then the eyes are what we call the internal carotid arteries. And next, on this model, this is the space in the brain which contains spinal fluid, and they're called ventricles. This right here is called your lateral ventricle. Then you have your 3rd ventricle right here, and then your 4th ventricle. Now in between these two, you have your cerebral aqueduct. And if you notice, there are several pink places on these, and those are called the carotid plexus, and they are actually what make up the spinal fluid. Next, here is a transverse cut of the spinal cord. Right here you have your gray matter, and then on the outside your white matter. And if you notice these pointy things, this is what we call horns for the gray matter. And so these two are our ventral horns, and this little horn right here is the lateral horns, and then the dorsal horns. Now on the white matter this is what we call columns. So you have your vertebral column, your lateral column, and your dorsal column. Right here is what we call the anterior median fissure. Right here is what we call the central sulcus, the central canal, and this is the dorsal median sulcus. So again, that's anterior median fissure, posterior median sulcus, and central canal. Now this section over here, this structure is called the dorsal root ganglion. And that's it.